32 years now. A large family practice, and before I start, actually, I want to tell you my assistant is here. She is videotaping me. You are not in the videotape, just so everyone knows, because we train other chiropractors, so this is what it's me, it's not me for that stuff. But anyway, you know, I love coming here because you guys are on the same page that we're on in chiropractic. So whether you've been to a chiropractor for back pain or headaches or something, it's much bigger than that, and it's really about moving forward. So when I came today, I mean, I have what I want to speak about, but the first thing I see is keep your why close by. And this is something we work on all the time in our office and our team. And my personal why is to be helping myself, helping people move forward for growth. I want us to be moving forward in the direction of positive, in the direction of what we want in our life. And that's what you do here, because instead of talking about all the things we didn't do right, Teresa's got you talking about the things you did right? Like what you did this week, that helped. So everything that happens in our life is a function of our mind. And then what we have in our mind is what happens in our actions. And that was my theme for today. And you know how the universe is so connected.
So that goes back to the unhelpful thought, to the good behavior and the bad behavior. Remember we talked about that a few weeks ago? So we got to take that unhelpful thought, that's mindset again, change it to a helpful thought, and that'll change the behavior we perform.
Exactly. Because your thoughts are everything. And then we see this poster, right? Think determines how you feel, and that determines what you do. Every single thing in your life, whether it's your health, whether it's your weight, which is part of your health, whether it's your finances, your relationships, anything, is all an inside job. Everything is on the inside, and it's all how you perceive it. So we can perceive things in a happy, healthy, positive way, or we can perceive things as negative, or all the shoulds, the coulds, the woulds, what I didn't do, what I wanted to do. It gets you nowhere. Even the reality of right now really gets you nowhere. It's like, okay, if we look at weight today, this is the weight today, and this is where I'm going, right? It's always about where you're going. Life moves forward, okay? It just does. And I was reminded more of this yesterday when I happened to be with a patient while she delivered her third child. I was adjusting her spine to help her through labor, and the process of birth happens. It happens, whether you think you can do it or not. You know, she's like, I can't do this, and the midwife's like, you are doing this. You are. I mean, you've had a kid. It's life. It is going to move forward, and where are you going to be in that equation? Right? Are you going to be stuck back here? And listen, we all have people in our lives that might be kind of on that negative pole, right? Sometimes they're our spouses or our friends, but you have to do everything in your power every morning to go in the right direction. And I'm pretty much probably talking to the choir here because you guys are here. And I know Angie for a long time, and I know Michelle. You guys are really positive, but you're the people that got here. So you took the action, and it might have been this morning like, I really don't want to go today, or I have a lot of things to do, but you got here. And your behavior is everything. Is that something that you would agree with? It's the behavior. It's really the behavior of changing. And when we think of this huge thing, like someone said, I can't think of that huge weight loss, well, it's overwhelming. And when we're overwhelmed, what do we get done? Zero. Right? Too much information right now. Too much information on anything. Don't Google anything. Stick with your Weight Watchers plan. You will get so confused that what will you do? Nothing. I know, because that happens to me. So we stick with our one thing. Set up yourself to win. Set up your morning to win. Your morning is super important, right? What you do in the morning will set your tone for the day. So we recommend to our patients that they start their morning with what we call a morning for yourself, which for whatever that is for you, if it's prayer, meditation, stretching. Some people don't like to exercise the first thing in the morning. I don't. But if it's stretching, if it's just sitting by yourself with a cup of coffee before you have to take care of your kids or your pets or your spouse, or before you go to work, or anything, that will set your tone for the day, honoring your body. Maybe it would have something to do with your Weight Watchers, with your goals, or your tracker, or whatever you're doing for the day. But 5 minutes doesn't take a lot. You even have to get up earlier. 5 minutes is all it takes to reset your mind. And you know that the research is now saying 16 seconds of visualization changes your whole energy pattern. So you can do a visualization for growth, for your family, maybe for your body, but close your eyes and do that visualization of what it is that you want, what that picture is, and then let it go. So you have the power inside you. There is nothing outside of you that changes your life. It's all an inside job, but somehow we forget that along the way, and we think that we have no power, and we've given up control. But life is about being connected. And that's what I want to talk about. It's about being connected from the brain to the body. So when Teresa told me this was about the mind, right, and the activities of the mind connecting to the body, I promise you that even if you hate to exercise or move, if you start changing the mindset, and all those things Teresa was talking about is that, right? When her mindset was that I can't walk because of my foot, then that mindset changed everything. But once she said to herself, but I don't know, I would tell my patients, but maybe you can walk 2 blocks, you know, and then grow from there. Maybe you can do this. And this is how we operate in our office with patients, people that come in pain for various reasons, sometimes because of their weight, sometimes because of accidents, sometimes they just don't have any energy or they have headaches. But we always want them moving forward towards health. Your body wants to be healthy. I mean, your mind wants to be healthy. Doesn't everyone want to be healthy? Really, you do. When you give up that power and think that your body's going to age and degenerate and sickness is normal, it's not normal. Your body was designed by Mother Nature, by innate intelligence, whatever you want to call it, to be perfect. All right? 2 cells, an egg and a sperm, can form a total human being in 9 months. Okay? Ultrasounds or not, medical equipment or not, that baby's going to form, and that's life. And if that can take 2 cells and form a human being, that power or that energy is certainly the energy that can heal your body. But when you look to the outside for everything to fix you, like the outside to fix your weight, I mean, I think you all know, you're here. It's an inside job. And so is healing. It's always an inside job. There's nothing in CVS that's going to make you healthy. Now, I know people have to go on medicine sometimes, or they think they do. We need emergency help. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying your body has so much more power in it than you actually know. I mean, you can agree, right, Angie?
Yes,
From a long time ago injury that she thought would never end and changed, right?
Yep.
Changed. So, we talk about something in chiropractic which fits perfectly, and it's called the safety pin cycle of life. And it makes so much sense, and we can apply this to every area of our lives. So look what I have, my giant safety pin. Isn't this the best? It's such a great teaching tool. So here's the safety pin, and here's the cycle of life. You ready? It's really quick, and it's really simple. Here's your brain, okay? So the brain is right up here. Here's your body, okay? Symbolic, brain, body. The messages from the brain have to flow down a current, which would be your spinal cord, and they have to flow this way so that the body knows what to do. I think we can all agree with that. We don't have a brain, we're not alive. Your brain is the master controller of everything that happens in your body. It's going to tell your liver how to function, it's going to tell your stomach how to digest, it's going to tell you how to lose weight or not, it's going to tell your legs how to move so you can walk. It's going to tell you how to digest whatever you ate for breakfast this morning. Isn't that a miracle? Does anyone know how to digest your eggs and coffee? No. Your body knows. Does anyone in here actually mentally know how to make their heart beat 60, 70 beats a minute? Or does your mind know you have to take this many breaths to stay alive today? Nope. But your body knows. And it knows because the brain, it's that magic, that innate intelligence. So then we have the body. Now the body has to tell the brain what it knows, right? So the brain has to say to the body, okay, Dr. Gabby, move your left arm up and down the thing here, and then stop. So the body has to send the messages back to the brain. Stop walking. Or fire that muscle to move her leg forward, and then stop it from moving forward. The body has to tell the brain, I did that, now what? So it's communication, just like life, everything's communication, okay? Brain-body connection, safety pin. Now, what happens when that break happens? If that connection stops. Then we have all sorts of stuff going on. So now, okay, the brain can send its messages down here, right? The body knows what to do, but the body can't tell the brain, okay, we have enough acid to digest what we had. Let's just keep pumping acid out. We don't know to stop now. And then we have acid reflux, or hiatal hernia. I'm making up something, but you get the idea. It could be anything. And the safety pin goes both ways. The cycle can be broken this way. So if that cycle is broken, then what if the brain can't get the messages to the body? If someone's paralyzed, God forbid, right? What happens? Their brain's working, can't get the messages to the body to move, all right? Certain fibers can, but even less so if you have a pinching in that nervous system, in your spine, which in chiropractic we call subluxation. There's a twist there. You're going to stop the information from getting to the body and stop the information from getting back. And that's why you don't feel well. That's why we have sickness. That's why we have symptoms. That's why we have disease. And you know what? It only takes a 60-second break of that cord. So a 60-second pressure on your nerve will stop the impulse from getting to the body by 60%. In 10 seconds, they do studies in the lab. If the connection from the brain is broken, with the weight of a dime, let's say on a spinal nerve, 60% of that nerve impulse is shut off. And you know what it is? We don't even always know we're in pain, right? Your body, listen, people drop dead of heart attacks. They've never had heart pain in their life. So you can't go by your symptom. You have to trust your insides, your instinct. Okay, so it's all about your brain connecting with your body. Again, every function in your body starts here. Just like every function of you losing weight, yeah, you're going to exercise, you're going to eat better, but isn't it all from here first? You had to actually make the decision to come to Weight Watchers, and then you have to make the decision to come every week, and then you have to make the decision to listen to what Teresa says, right? So it's always, and that's why I love Weight Watchers, because it's always an inside job, but you must keep that channel flowing. And the better you feel, right, the better you are at losing weight. And then we start going in that cycle. Life is always going one way or the other, okay? We're always either moving forward or backward. Same as every single cell in your body. Your cells are at every given moment regenerating and growing. Cells have energy in them, oxygen, or they're coming diseased. They're going the other way. So I only want mine going forward, don't you guys? Who wants their cells going forward, being healthy? Yeah. No one wants to go backwards in life. Even with the process of aging, it's part of life. But we can age in a healthy manner, right, without our cells going backwards. There's something in your body called the 9-month miracle. And it's kind of funny because 9 months is how long it takes to throw a baby. Every 9 months, the cells in your body are regenerated. So every single cell, every liver cell makes a new one in 9 months. Every stomach cell, every cell. Now they're not all at the same 9-month mark. They're all on their own cycle. And here's the thing. People say, well, if that's true, why do we age at all? Right? Why would we get old if we keep making new cells? But you make cells at the copy of the cell that's already there. So like cancer cells, people understand that, right? They make more sick cells. So if your cell is not working at 100%, then guess what? You use the next one or the next one, and that's how you get sick. But the minute your cells are healthy, because you've eaten right, because you've exercised, because your brain is connecting with your body, because in my office, per se, you'd be getting your spine adjusted to stay straight, then the next cell is healthier, and the next cell. Think about it. If you've never had a cold, you eventually get better. Hopefully you do the right things. You rest, you get adjusted, take your vitamin C, drink a lot of water, have chicken soup. You go over the hump, and what happens? You get healthier and healthier and healthier. Isn't that a miracle that you could get sick and then heal again? It's the same thing with your body. You can gain weight and you can lose weight. The body is miraculous, but it needs us to be on board with that job. It's like a train. It's already going to happen. So are you going to focus back here at the possibility of it going backwards, or you want to focus here on the possibility of going forward? And you've already got the start. You've got the behavior in that you're here. You have an amazing teacher, and you have an amazing support group. So much of what we do is so hard and effortful sometimes in our life, right? To reach our goals in anything. But I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be a struggle if the mind is changed. 16 seconds of visualization can change your day. But do it frequently. And find that place in your brain where you're always looking forward towards what you want. If it is a loss of 20 pounds or whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be that. And I think for most people that whatever it is they're struggling with or what their journey is, kind of affects their whole life, right? So if we get good in one area, we get good in all areas. So if we keep our mind focused and connected on the way we want to go. Remember, you know those brothers that made up that sign, life is good, and that big company, got the shirts? It's really true. We can focus on all the negatives, or we can focus on every single thing that's good. And that's what my call to action is for you today, is to just change your mindset. Even if it's one time today, and go back to that place where, just change it right then and there. I think Teresa should be yelling at you, right? Just change it to you can. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a lot. One little movement can make a huge change in someone's life. One little step, and I'm sure that you've seen that in weight marches all the time, right, Teresa? We see that in office all the time. One change, one thought to come in and let me get my spine checked, let me see if I'm healthy or not, can change your whole life, okay? So that's how we operate in our office, which is in line with Weight Watchers, which is about moving forward, which is about you being healthy. Your birthright is health, okay? And the reason for the mortality rate in our country is for no other reason but not education, okay? Is that people have bad behaviors because no one told them the truth. We don't really live in a country that really promotes how to take care of yourself from a young age, okay? It's all outside in. And I think maybe your journey is learning that it is from the inside, right? Behaviors that we had learned when we were little, to be dependent on ourselves, to eat better, to exercise. In my world, to keep your spine checked, to get our teeth checked, to get our eyes checked. You have to keep your body in check. You have to keep your body whole. So, just to finish, here's your spine, okay? This represents the safety pin, brain, body. The messages from the brain have to get through. So remember in the old days when we had telephone cords, now everything's wireless, all those giant wires that were in there, they have to travel. If there's a kink in there or a twist because you had stress, which I don't know anyone who does it, misalignment of the spine, break from the connection of the brain to the body. There's a break. That stress could be car accidents, could be emotional worry, could be chemical stress, millions of things that I don't have time to get into. When that break happens, there's no way your body can be 100% healthy. Remember, it wants to be healthy. It wants to be healthy. And as a side note, that tiny baby that I watched be born yesterday got his first adjustment the minute he was born. He barely needed one. I just had to touch his neck a little and make sure he was lined up. Have the best start that you possibly can. So, I don't want to take any more of your time. I want to thank you for letting me be here. And as I always say, I'm going to be in the back of the room with my assistant in. I offer to you the opportunity to come see me. You'll have an hour consultation with me at our expense. My husband and I, we will go over your entire health history and let you know if you don't have those connections, if you're disconnected. Even if you're just not sure, I would be happy to talk to you. It's what I love to do. It's my why. And I thank you so much for allowing me to be here. Thank you.